We'll be returning to Frank Capra's It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart in just a moment. Right now it's time for another membership break, and we are delighted to report that the last one was a very good one. And we hope that if you are enjoying this classic movie this holiday season, you'll give us a call right now and become a new or a renewed member of public television, commercial-free public television. The system, of course, that works because you help to make it work. Our levels of membership, before we go back to that movie, give us a call right now at 782-8600. $180 patron, $120 sponsor, and $60 choice, $30 family, and $20 basic. All of the memberships really help, believe you me. We're working tonight on a goal of $100,000 before we are through this evening. We have about 4 breaks left tonight to get there. And we'll tell you in just a moment what we need to do on these breaks to reach that $100,000 mark tonight, so that tomorrow we have a shot at $140,000, which of course is our goal for this fall campaign. A goal for monies that we will use to keep a good, strong, commercial-free schedule coming into your homes 52 weeks of the year. Feel free to use the installment plan. Our volunteer operators will tell you all about it as soon as you get on the phone with them, or you may use your MasterCharge card or your Visa. We have operators tonight not only from the Timberline and Unicorn React groups here in the North Country, but other volunteers also who have come in. If you're enjoying It's a Wonderful Life, let us hear from you right now. Let's have a good break so that we can reach that $100,000 mark before tonight is over. Tomorrow night, the drive will be concluding. This is the final weekend of the fall campaign. Now, over to our scoreboard and Peter Bernash. Pete?
Thank you, Glenn. We brought in $1,320 toward that goal of $140,000 on the last break during It's a Wonderful Life. We've got $95,688 toward that goal, and we've had 2,605 people who've called in during this fall festival campaign. We've got to get to $100,000 tonight to be sure that we're going to reach that $140,000 by tomorrow night. So give us a call now if you're enjoying the movie. If you moms and dads out there, if you grandparents out there are enjoying this movie, then give us a call at 315-782-8600. I was talking to Bill. I figured my grandma's in bed, but she may be watching the movie anyway. So give us a call if you're enjoying the movie, 315-782-8600. Glenn?
Okay, thank you very much, Pete. Yes, this is a family-type movie. You see a lot of movies on the station. 4 movies a year are programmed by WNPE, WNPI, and we hope that you enjoy at least a goodly percentage of the movies. Sure, everybody doesn't like the same kind of movie, we know that. But I know that just about everybody likes It's a Wonderful Life, because this is one of the all-time classics with a great message to tell here during this holiday season. That's why you see it on the station at Christmas time, because it is a wonderful movie, and we hope that you are enjoying it. Don't forget our levels of membership. Right now I'd like to go over to Tim Dermody, who is over near some of our operators here from the REACT people. Tim?
Thank you, Glenn. I'd like to read a few of the names tonight who have made some pledges. Roger Price from Ottawa has pledged one of the biggies there. Thanks, Roger. We appreciate that money. The Weldon Law Firm, another biggie there. The 180 here in Watertown, New York. We appreciate that very much from the businesses out there. Another one from Watertown, New York. Boy, they're coming through loud and clear tonight. Vera Pratt. And we've got one here from Syracuse, New York. Claudia Chase, and we know they're pledging down there, but we're glad you're watching us here in Watertown, New York. Glenn?
Okay, thank you very much, Tim. They're coming in. The calls are coming in nicely, and it's nice to hear, because as I've said before, I know you hear our membership campaigns over and over again, but we sincerely mean when we say we only do this twice a year. That's very, very important to us, and I think to you, too. Our fall and our spring campaigns. We have no August drive. We're very proud of that fact. There aren't too many public stations that can make that statement. The reason we only have our 2 membership drives a year is because of the fact that you out there, our supporting public, have been so generous in the past. You've enabled us to reach our goals. We set goals that we feel are achievable and goals that we need because we don't have that August fundraising drive whatsoever. 10 or 11 or 12 days during the month of August, when most stations do have to do some fundraising at that time. So we only have our 2 drives a year, and that's why we work so hard to get these totals that we need in the 2 drives a year so that we can interrupt your programming the least possible times. We cut our drive this time short by 2 days. 2 days that, of course, we have to make up. But the drive this fall is 2 days shorter. It would be great if we could cut them even shorter than that, but so far we've been unable to do that. But we still look in that direction if we can reach that goal. So this year's drive was cut by the 2 days. And our levels of membership, 180, 120, and 60, our volunteer operators are well prepared to answer any questions you have about the station, and of course to take down the information as you give it to them on what level of membership you would like to become a part of the public in public TV. Thanks to you, my friends, it is working. Thanks to you, we are able to continue with a strong schedule. Now, where are we going? We're going over to our scoreboard and Peter Bernash. Pete and Bill.
Okay, Bill Safe's with me, and Bill, you wanted to tell him something about where we were at the last drive?
Yeah, I'm just checking last December's drive. I'm kind of keeping track of where we're going here so we can stay on target for this. We've got to do 100,000 tonight, no question about it. Last year, in this break, we were at 10,855. I just went over and looked at we were 10,708. So we're roughly $150 behind last year, and we did a day of 13,295, and we're looking to do a day today of 15. So if you haven't pledged, you're awful close to the mark, right? I mean, they're holding us in there. We got to have a little extra because we got to do about 1,700 better now than we did last year if we're going to make that goal of 100,000.
Right.
95,688 leaves us a little ways to go.
Right. We thought that this is the movie that would do it, and we're waiting for your call. If you're enjoying this movie, we think this is a good, strong movie. I'm enjoying it. I'm sitting right here in the studio watching it. And if you're enjoying it too, then this is the time to give us a call and let us know that you enjoy the movie and help us make that mark of $100,000.
That's like history for you. You weren't even around when that was made.
That's right. That's right. Geez, I'm getting my history lesson tonight too. See what public TV can do for you? So give us a call and let us know that you enjoy the movies and help us get to that $100,000. We need your call now, 315-782-8600. Let's hear from you, and if you can use MasterCard or Visa, it gives us the instant dollars to purchase the kind of movies that you want to see right here on public television. Glenn?
Thank you very much. We've told you the story, friends, of tonight's drive. We trust very, very much you'll get on that phone right now and give us a call at 782-8600 and help us to reach that 140,000 goal by tomorrow night. This is the last weekend of our fall campaign. And, of course, we worked very, very hard over the weekend. With your help, we will get there. We have never failed to reach a goal in the past, and we don't aim to fail to reach this one either, believe you me. Because it's money, of course, that we will in turn put into good programming for you and your families to enjoy. Yes, Pete?
Glenn, I just got a news flash. Jane Kilburn, our membership manager, came in and told me that my grandmother is watching. Hi, Gram. How are you? And I'm glad to hear that. See, the grandparents are out there watching. I thought she'd be in bed tonight because she gets
Saturday
up for
night.
church
The
Sunday
youngsters
morning.
are looking it up.
That's right. That's right. So
Well, that's nice.
So I'm glad that she's watching. I hope she's enjoying the movie. I've got my whole family watching it. Yes, I don't think so. She's probably laying on the couch right now, enjoying it. So keep watching, Graham, and people out there, if you haven't called yet, give us a call. Let us know that you're enjoying the movie.
This is a good family-type movie that we're watching tonight. It's Saturday night. It's our fall drive. This is the Christmas season. That's why It's a Wonderful Life means so much to all of us, and we hope that it means a lot to you out there as you watch it with your families or whoever you might be watching the movie with tonight. Don't forget, of all the movies you see throughout the year on this station, 4 movies a week here on WNPE, WNPI, at least. Movies, of course, that are not interrupted by commercials. Our 2 membership drives a year, and that's it. The rest of the time, you see the movies uninterrupted, except for the intermission breaks, which occur usually about halfway through. We're going to be rejoining It's a Wonderful Life now in just a moment. Our thanks to those of you who have called already. For those of you who haven't called, I hope you'll consider a call tonight so that we can reach that goal of $100,000 tonight. We're closing in on it, but we really need your help tonight so that tomorrow, when tomorrow comes, we will have a good shot at getting that goal, well, maybe even before this time tomorrow evening. And I hope you're going to be with us tomorrow to watch us reach that goal, which you helped us get to tonight by your membership call right now, because this is the last weekend of our 83 fall campaign. Friends, back to Jimmy Stewart and It's a Wonderful Life.
This is Public Television, WNPE Watertown, WNPI Norwood.
Clarence. Hello, I hope you're enjoying It's a Wonderful Life. And I know what you're saying out there, yes, except when you come on and interrupt the program. And that's exactly what I want to talk to you about. You know that this is our fundraising drive. You all know that are watching the movie tonight that we're making a push to hit $100,000 tonight so that we can try to make 40 tomorrow on the very last day. The best we've ever done on a final Sunday is 41. So, quite honestly, folks, we need your help if we're going to make it. And I would like to remind you one thing, that, you know, you watch an awful lot of movies on commercial television. They get interrupted every 15 minutes, don't they? How many movies do you watch here on public television with no interruptions, except for that intermission we put in the middle because people out there in the audience had asked for it? We're asking for your support now on this Saturday night around this movie, around this type of movie. We've had a lot of requests for classical movies, movies that were made back when movies were really movies. We're trying to fulfill on that here at WNP, WNPI, but we need your help right now, and we need it around this movie. Glenn and I have got to get this thing to $100,000 tonight, or we're going to have such an uphill battle tomorrow, it's going to be in doubt. The best we've ever done is 41, and, you know, a little arithmetic will show you if we hit 100 tonight, we still got 40 to go. Let's go over the scoreboard, see how well you did for us on the last break. Glenn, we're closing in?
Yeah, we're closing in right. The last break was a beauty, $1,280. Now, so far, since our drive began just 2 weeks ago, 2,638 people have made that commitment on the telephone. They've called us. And we hope a lot more have written, by the way, if they didn't want to make the telephone pledge. 96,968 is where we stand right now, so that with the phones that I hear right now, we've got to be over 97, which leaves us just about $3,000 to go tonight. If we can get there to that goal of $100,000 tonight, as Bill mentioned, so that tomorrow we can come your way with another good day of programming, another good day of pledging, and reach that goal of $140,000. Not too much higher than our last goal, actually, but of course, it is indeed a large goal, but it is monies that we need to keep a good program schedule coming your way. So the last break was $1,280. We are now at $96,968, and we have some phones that are free now. We have some that are busy. Call in, let our REACT people react, and answer that phone for you at 782-8600 before we go back to the conclusion of It's a Wonderful Life. As Bill mentioned, yes, during our fundraising drives, we do interrupt our programming to ask for your support. But the other many, many months of the year, we get the programming on this station without any commercial interruption whatsoever. We hope that's worth a membership to you. The programs that you see minus commercials, the movies that you see, 4 movies a week, all the rest of the year come your way without any commercial interruption whatsoever. Why? Because our membership drives are successful and because we can get those movies on the air with your support. No commercials in them for the other, just about 10 and a half months out of the year, 11 months out of the year. They're starting to ring once again from people out there who like good movies, and they like their movies without commercials. Now back over to Bill.
Thank you very much, Glenn. You know, and in case you doubt whatsoever my word about sandbagging money here on public television, I'm telling you honestly, we don't do it. I'm going to show you our tally table right now because there's nothing on it. What you're seeing is clean. That's where the pledges are tallied as soon as they come off the telephones. Now, Tim Dermody is running between the phones now, collecting those pledges, and as soon as the break is over, he jumps over at that table and he sorts them out. I know you've seen a lot of other fundraising efforts on television. You know that dollars are sandbagged and hid behind a curtain. Not here. I've always believed in playing it right, straight, up front, and honest with our audience. No BS about it. If we make it, we make it. If we fail, we fail. And we'll have to do something about cutting programming. It's that simple. We ask for an honest membership goal. You've always come through for us. I'm telling you honestly, we need to be at 100,000 if we're going to make that 40 tomorrow. The best we've ever done is 41 and change, and I mean small change, 41.2, I think. That's what we're up against. So we need each and every person out there. Even if it's the first time and you can only afford a $20 basic pledge to join our family, I don't care if we make it with $20 pledges. You know, there's strength in numbers, and you people out there in the audience watching tonight are the numbers. I don't want to keep you away from this movie any longer than we have to, but Glenn and I have got to push closer to that goal of $100,000. Or Hallie and Peter and Timmy are going to have an uphill battle tomorrow morning, and tomorrow night's going to be pandemonium around here as we try to make that goal. So if you haven't yet become a member and you're watching and enjoying this kind of movie, get your comments in about the movie, what kinds of movies, even titles if you've got some. Glenn buys them all. I'll give him the problem. I'll hand him all the titles and say, Glenn, try to find as many of them as you can. That's what Rick used to do when he was the manager and I used to buy programming. So that's the way it works. We need your cooperation. We need all of you out there that are watching in this audience. You talk about cooperation. I'm sitting here right now in this jacket, if we can get a nice shot of it. See this? You talk about cooperation. I came in here in a sweater tonight. I hadn't planned on working. Don Locko was a volunteer. You talk about cooperation. Look at that. I mean, Don let me borrow it to come on here so I wouldn't pitch in my sweater. I mean, that's the kind of support we get here in public television. People rise to the need when the need is there, and that's all we're asking you to do. Rise to the need right now. Help us make that $100,000 tonight. Glenn and I'll sleep a lot easier. His hair can't turn any grayer, but mine can. Glenn?
About gray hair. See this guy right here? He doesn't...
You mean that's what we got to look forward to?
Seriously, folks, this gentleman is from one of the REACT groups in our area. We have Timberline and Unicorn with us tonight. REACT people who, of course, are always ready for an emergency, and they're always ready to come in and help us. This is Carl Holcomb. He's from Harrisville. So all you folks around Harrisville know this gentleman, I'm sure. You might not want to admit to it, but I know you know him. So if we get enough phones ringing, Carl's will ring. Carl is in here at this rather late hour tonight, and he's going to stay right through to the end, along with the other fine REACT people that we have. So you folks over around that Harrisville, Natural Bridge, Carthage area, if you're watching our movie, I think your phone's ringing, Carl. Next time? I hope so. And we'll get that 100,000 tonight. So that right here we're the same, but gee, I didn't realize, Carl. I'm sorry about that. Okay, Phil.
That's what happens, Glenn, when you grow so tall, you grow straight up through your hair. Oh, you folks out there are just tremendous today. I know we're going to make it. I can just feel it. You've never let us down yet. I don't want to hold you up from the movie any longer. 2 minutes, we'll be going right back to it. Mike, you hear me in the control room? I want a 2-minute cue. Take me right down to the start of that movie for the final edition of It's a Wonderful Life. Really, it's your cooperation that's built this public television station strong. It's been your comments, it's been your dollars, it's been your constructive criticism. I'm darn proud to be the manager of it and to be able to work for all of you out there to try and deliver the best possible public television service to you here in the North Country. Your ideas, your thoughts are dear to me. They really are. They help us build it. They really do. And things seem to be going pretty well right now on the phones. We're going to keep you posted as we go along on how well we're doing. I promise you we'll not sandbag a nickel. What we get is what you'll see here on public television. Let's just go over now for a parting shot. Tim's at the phone. Tim, where are they coming from? I know they got to be awake.
They're awake, all right. Here's one from Rensselaer. Is that how you say that? I want to...
Rensselaer Falls?
All right, New York. Adams, New York. A lot of support from the American side tonight. Kingston. Ottawa again. We've got another one from Syracuse, New York. Well, that's great. Governor, New York. Ottawa again. So they're coming from all over, Bill. That's great to see, and it's great to hear the phones ring. And keep them coming.
He said it. Keep them coming. I just got the 1-minute cue, so that means we'll be going right back to the movie. You've got just 1 minute to jump up, grab a cup of coffee, because I know we've been keeping you up late tonight watching this movie. I did want to press home the point one more time, if we can. Remember how many times a movie is interrupted when you're watching it in other television sources. Remember how much is interrupted here on public television. Yeah, in March and in November, December, when we make our membership drives, we have to do it. But it's those dollars that we raise around those times that make the rest of your viewing totally uninterrupted. And I'm pleased as heck to be able to bring you a good public television service here in the North Country. We hope you'll support it, we hope you enjoy it, and we hope you'll make us make that $100,000 tonight. Thank you all. Now let's go back and see the conclusion of Jimmy Stewart and It's a Wonderful Life.
You're viewing WNPE Watertown, WNPI Norwood.
I'll tell you, friends, that is a wonderful movie, and we hope that you enjoyed it. We're closing in on tonight's goal with your help, and we'll tell you how we made out in just a moment. But if you enjoyed It's a Wonderful Life, and boy, what a fine ending. That's the kind of movie I like, where they end nice. Give us a call. That's the good old-fashioned kind of a movie. 180 patron, 120 sponsor, $60 choice. We, of course, have our time plans available for you. Installments, memberships made easy, $5, $10, $15 a month if it helps. $30 family, $20 basic. They all help. They all help us provide you with good quality commercial-free television all year long here on WNPE, WNPI. So give us a call right now if you enjoyed It's a Wonderful Life. Area code 315-782-8600 is the number to call. And we have, as you can see, a full bank of operators. We've got the REAC people over here, Timberline and Unicorn, and we've got folks here from Indian River over here on this side of me. And we're waiting for those phones to start to ring because we'd like another nice break coming out of It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart, one of the greatest actors ever. Donna Reed, not bad either. Over to the scoreboard, and Bill Safe. Bill?
Glenn, they're not going to call until they find out how we did. They want to know if we made it or not. Do I look like a unicorn? That's what I said. They said, I'm not a unicorn, I'm a Timberline, so I'm a Timberline tonight. Anyhow, I borrowed this vest from Carl Holcomb. I tried to get his hat, but he wouldn't part with it. I don't know why. Anyhow, look at this. $1,430 you did for us, folks. We're at $2,680. $98,398 is exactly what we have. We've got two more breaks to make that. So please, before you go to bed or before you watch Carry On Laughing, which is coming up next, our movie, why don't you please call and make that membership pledge? And remember what we said earlier. You know how many times you watch interruptions in movies when you watch them in other TV sources? Here on public television, we don't do it. We need your support right now so that we can continue to buy programs and movie packages like the one you're watching. And I certainly would like to know your input about the kinds of programs, the kinds of movies you watch here on public TV. It's important. Anyhow, the other thing is we got a bit of a challenge going here between the Unicorn REAC and the Indian River folks over here, the students. They're trying to get $180, $120, and $60 pledges. And they're trying to see at the end of the evening who's got the most. So we've set up a contest for the last two breaks. I would put on Carl Holcomb's jacket here. Now, I know a lot of you people out there in Harrisville are awake, and I put my hand in his pocket, and I found something in this right pocket, which lets me know what he does on occasion. And I was surprised, and his reactors over there are dying to find out what I've got in this pocket. Now, if we make that $100,000, I'm going to show the whole world what he's got in his pocket. So, Glenn, get those phones ringing for us.
Okay. It's a big secret what's in Carl's pocket. Is it a flask? Is it a bullet? Is he a big hunter? Who knows? Well, it's smaller than a bread box because it's in his pocket. Folks, it's been a wonderful night so far. It's been a wonderful life. We hope that you enjoyed the movie, and we hope that you'll give us a call right now with the pledge of membership support. We're trying very, very hard to reach that $100,000 plateau tonight so that tomorrow, as Bill explained earlier, we can go into that break, tomorrow's drive, at better than $100,000 and have a good, reasonable shot at making that goal tomorrow. The best we've ever done on a Sunday here in our station is about $41,000. And so, again, simple arithmetic. If we can get to 100 now, or maybe even a little bit better, hopefully, we can get that 40 tomorrow, and our drive will be successfully concluded tomorrow night. And your good programming will continue here on WNPE, WNPI all season long without any commercial interruptions. Twice a year, admittedly, we fundraise. A lot of stations fundraise in August. We do not. But twice a year we do. We interrupt your programming to ask for your support so that the rest of the year, and we fundraise about 4 weeks out of the year or 5 weeks out of the year, plus the auction, of course. The rest of the year, the other 47 weeks, you see the programming on the station without any commercial interruptions whatsoever. And that's not too bad, really. 47 weeks out of the 52. And why do we only have to fundraise the 5 weeks out of the year, 4 to 5 weeks? Because of our audience on both sides of the river. Because you folks out there care enough to call in and become supporting members of public television. The system, of course, that enables us to bring you this kind of entertainment all throughout the year, only interrupting your programming twice a year so that we can raise the funds we need to give you the commercial-free programming the rest of the year. It's as simple as that. Over here at the bank behind the Indian River students, Bill, what's happening over there?
Oh, I'm just watching to see who's getting the most 60s, 120s, and 180s here. I don't know how Unicorn's doing, but they got a couple of them over here.
Well, I don't know.
They may lose out in the whole thing. Now, would you look at this bank of operators? We got 3 of them busy. This is the last phone to ring right here. This young lady would like a telephone call, so call and make your membership pledge to public television right now. With your help, we'll make that $100,000 tonight. And that's what we got to have if we're going to make the push tomorrow. And a $40,000 Sunday is not unattainable, but as I said earlier, the best we've ever done is 41-2 and change. So it's going to be an uphill battle. We can't slip a single break. So if you're out there and you're watching and you're awake and you were going to pledge to public television anyhow, won't you do it tonight? Help us make that $100,000. I know that my only fear has always been, I know you folks out there have always supported. My one fear as a manager has been that people will hold off too late, too long, and then try to jam too many phone calls in on the last day and we don't make it. And I don't, believe me, I don't want to extend the drive a day. The rest of the PBS stations are all fundraising on Monday. We make it on Sunday, I'm pulling the plug because we believe in trying to cut it back. We cut the drive by 2 days. Now PBS is going an additional day this year. They're doing it on Monday. We're not going to participate in that. We're going to stay right out of it so that your programming stays uninterrupted. So if you're out there, you are going to become a member or you know somebody that should be a member, put the prod to them, will you? Have them call the station, help us by becoming a member of Public TV. And if you can afford that $180, I know it's a big pledge, and not everybody can afford it, but some of you can. If you can, it literally buys us a movie. Glenn gets titles for about $200 a piece here of this type. By the time, of course, we pay the air freight in on them and the booking charges, so you have to add about another $100 to that. So it really takes about $300 to bring a movie to the air here at public television. That's not big as far as movies go in other public television stations around the country. I've told you the reason for that all during the drive is that we're a small community-owned station. We get a relatively low price. We have a lot of support from the Canadians across the border, along with what we get here in northern New York. And together, you know, it's a situation of friends working together to make a strong public television station. Those dollars are pooled. They see the one price on the U.S. side, and we can buy more than any other public television station in the country. And that's why I'm telling you that we're going to make this 100,000. You know, the grace of God, we're going to make this 100,000 tonight with your help, because everybody's been with us. You can feel the movement working. It's been a good, hard-fought drive. People have helped us all along the way maintain the goals each night that we've needed. We need the 100,000 tonight. We need your help, your dollars, your suggestions, and above all, your encouragement. You know, when you wind down toward the end of the drive, I look over at Glenn standing over there, and I know, I see it in his eyes from time to time, it can get to be an awful uphill battle, and sometimes it's awful hard for us to keep our enthusiasm up. Isn't it, Glenn?
It certainly is, but when the phones ring, boy, it really helps, I'll tell you. We have a nice mix of localities where these last pledges came in from. Let me lay some names on you here for just a moment. Copenhagen, New York, Newton Falls, New York, Kingston, Ontario, Cape Vincent, New York, Potsdam, New York, Ottawa, Aylmer, Quebec. This is one from Ontario, from St. Andrews West. We have one here from Morrisburg. We have one here from Kingston, one here from Nepean. They're coming in from many, many different areas all around our North Country tonight. Folks who enjoyed the movie and folks who are helping us reach that goal of 100,000 tonight and 140,000 before it's over. We appreciate very much all of you people who have called so far, and of course all of you people who have called since our drive began a couple of weeks ago. My red, I guess, clashes a little bit with the orange over here of these REACT people, but no matter. It's Christmas, colorful time of the year, and thank you very, very much for all of these pledges. Bill, anything more before?
Yeah, Glenn, I've just looking at where the pledges are coming from right here. I've got the kids have got a 60. There's one for their side, and that came from Ottawa. I got Lake Placid. Another one from Ottawa. That's a basic pledge. A $30 pledge came from Ottawa. Kingston, we got a 20. There's another $30 family membership. There's a 20, comes from Ottawa. Norfolk, 20. We got Nepean represented with a 30. We got Calcium with a 30. Glad to see the states are awake over here. Collins Bay and Kingston with a 20. And another 60. The kids have got 2. I don't know how REACT's doing over there. These kids are pretty good salesmen here behind me. So if you're still out there, get the call in right now, won't you please? We're closing in on it. We've got one more break after this. Remember, if I make that $100,000, I'm going to show you what's right here in Carl's pocket. And if he thinks he's going to get it out of there before I spill it to the whole world, he's wrong.
We've already showed you what's under his cap.
He's being totally exposed tonight, right, Glenn?
That's right, that's right. He's got some hair, but he's got a wide part, that's all. Everybody in Harrisville now is going to want to know how white his part is or what really is in his pocket, okay? All right. Well, what about it? Carry on, perhaps? There's a phone call right there.
All right.
Here's some more right here.
We got a 2-minute cue coming our way, Glenn.
Yep, okay. Just a couple of minutes. We're going to switch the thing now. We've had that wonderful movie, It's a Wonderful Life, and we're going to now switch scenes. We're going to bring one of the carry-on movies. We go from It's a Wonderful Life to a carry-on movie for your Saturday night fun here on WNPE, WNPI. And as Phil mentioned, one more break. And on that last break, we'll tell you if we're going to get to that $100,000 mark. I think we are. I think we're right close to it right now. But we'll need all the phones we can have jingling here at 782-8600 and keep our Indian River students and our REACT personnel busy here in the studio on this Saturday night, the last Saturday night of our fall campaign. And as Bill mentioned, it was shortened by 2 days this year. We only fundraised a total of, I think it was 15 days rather than the usual 17. And with your help, we'll get there tonight and we'll get there tomorrow. And tomorrow night, the drive will be over, and we won't have to come your way come Monday when TBS stations all across the country will still be fundraising. As Bill said,
$410 over here just off the kids' side. I don't know what you've got over there, but
I didn't notice the individual amounts.
We must be at 99 or just about 99 now. We must be just about 1,000 away from doing it. So if you can help us and you're going to become a member, call us right now because we're going to cut away. Old Glenn and I. You know, you really haven't got that many years on me, Goff.
No, I know it, but I'll tell you one thing, you're never going to catch up with me.
Thank goodness for small favors, right? That's right here in the pocket. We're $1,000 away from exposing Carl Holcomb. Anyhow, get that pledge in right now. Glenn and I are going to try and wrap this up in the next break and let the carry-on movie finish up. But if you haven't yet pledged, give us a call. Let us know when you give us those dollars what you like and what you don't like about public television, and in particular, the programs you'd like to see. Thank you all for pledging. Now let's watch Carry On Laughing, one of the most requested programs we've ever had here in public television. It was on the list back when I was a program manager. Thank you.
This is Public Television, WNPE Watertown, WNPI Norwood.